Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Splatoon. Last time we beat the boss of World 4 and made our way into the final world of the game, World 5. And with that said, let's go ahead and upgrade some stuff, specifically the ink tank to max capacity of ×2 of the original capacity. Doesn't really sound like much, but to be honest, when you use as many bombs as I do in single player, having as much ink capacity makes a huge difference. So I want to get that as soon as possible because I am a very big fan of ink capacity. So let's just go ahead and aim very carefully. I'm very surprised that hit, but that'll make my life a lot easier because that's a nice little shortcut. And we'll hit this one now too. I don't think I can make that jump from here, but I'm gonna try. Nope. I still had to reveal it, so that's a good sign. And that's where we're going next. Right when I was shooting, that's our next target. So we'll jump back over here because that was a nice shortcut we did before, and get back on that line. Now, what I should have done is this, because to be honest, you're not supposed to go this way, obviously, but you know what? I'm a rebel. We're doing it that way. This is the pinwheel power plant. So this level here, we have some moving platforms we can go ahead and fall off of, and metal grates will be swimming through on said moving platforms. Unlike the one from World 4, though, I don't believe there's any moments here we'll be standing on any moving platforms that we can go ahead and fall off of. So we won't be standing upside down on any platforms in this level, unfortunately, but what you see me do there was a nice little trick. It gets you some eggs a little bit faster. To be honest, it's not something that's totally necessary to do. It just looks cool if you do it. And also, I was hoping this guy would have fell off. That would have been hilarious. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. But earlier on, you could have went off to a little floating platform. Man, I'm losing concentration here. I can't think of things right now. It's kind of concerning when you have to do commentary. But down there, you see that little platform. You can jump over there in the beginning. You get yourself some extra eggs by breaking open one of the boxes, and then they give you a little jump platform to go back to the main area with. But you don't have to go over there if you can time a throw just right with one of your splat bombs. Because if you can do just that, you can go ahead and grab the eggs while still moving forward into the level, because they automatically absorb to your body no matter where you are. So I just like doing that. It's a fun little trick to do. It looks pretty flashy too, so it just looks cool. I like doing it in a recording session. Makes it look cool in the process. So right here we got our Inkzuka. We'll go ahead and use that up immediately. Apparently with my shield too. And I'm hoping I can get that as well. There you go. Got the last little balloon that has some eggs in it, which is pretty cool. Now you can get those ones over there. You see those balloons in the distance. You can get those too. I'm not going to bother because really at this point in the game, eggs don't do as much for me as they would in early games. So we're just going to ignore those ones. Also, can I climb this? Oh, barely missed it. That would have been so cool if I got that too. Ah, man, that's disappointing. I tried, but let's try for take 2. Take 2 sucks. Try for take 3. To be honest, I'm rushing this, but what you should be doing here is you should be waiting this out a little bit until it's on its side. How did I miss that jump? Okay, now I'm just being stupid. Whoa, okay, now I'm getting some real hype from the geysers too. What you're supposed to do here is wait until this thing is completely on its side, horizontally like this. Then you jump on it, ink the side up a little bit, and then climb up it via the grades. Just go straight through it. That's what happens when you rush it, because I was trying to go faster than what they wanted you to go, and it didn't work out well, now did it? Also, that grate really pushed me over, and I just snapped back. That was actually kind of funny looking. Alright, we're right here, gonna wait this out a little bit. Just kind of chill on the side. There you go, perfect. And throw a bomb at this guy, because I don't like his face. Kill him, if I can reach. Barely not reaching. I just want to kill him, come on. I gotta wait here anyways, and really? I was that far over the edge? Wow, I'm just having a horrible time in this level today. This is pretty insane if you ask me, but let's just go ahead and ink this up as much as we can. We inked up more than enough. Chill here for a moment, because I have a feeling it'll fall off if I don't. Okay, nope, can't make that. Man, I'm not having a good time at this level. I should have been able to make that cycle. Well, I guess we get to spend more quality time together. That's how you all doing? You're liking the playthrough so far? It's very short, I know, because we're in the final world of the game already, and this is only 8 videos, but hey, that's kind of what happens in shooter single player, so not terribly long to get you in a multiplayer game. It's to get familiar with the controls. But hey, single player is still really good in the game, though. Why are we here? For what purpose do we exist? we must not dwell on these questions. We can merely trust in the will of the universe and spend our days and nights in harmony with the world, celebrating this festival called life. True words to live by right there for life. Just live each day as a brand new day. Don't dwell on the past or anything like that. That's some real nice choice words to live by. Let's go ahead and jump over to level 23 to make our travels to 25 a lot easier. So if we come down here, I do believe it's literally just right here. So, or not. Okay, well, I was thinking of another level then in a previous world because I'm dumb. Because our next level is actually up here. Really? I didn't think I was going to hit that. Alright, our next level is up here. Hit this, so we have an easy way down. Hit the propeller just because I want to move over faster. And here's level 25. Now what's nice for us is right over here is actually where we go for the final boss. Because as you notice, there's no giant kettle. It's nowhere to be found on this island. That's because the kettle isn't here. And we need to use another platform to get to it. So we'll be actually jumping back to level 25 later on to get to the final fight of the game. And you'll see why I'm saying that once we get to that part. So I really wish I could show this, but if you do look down the gamepad, you actually will see where the key is on your map. That is one thing about Splatoon I really wish I could actually show off properly, but unfortunately, the way to capture a gamepad is either get a camcorder and stick it in front of the gamepad itself, or you have to spend money on a mod and, like I basically said by that, modify your system. So I have to spend another, like, what, $200 to $300, I believe, to get a modification done to the gamepad that offers video output. It's pretty dumb. And I do wish there was a way to properly capture video output from the Wii U gamepad screen natively. But because there isn't, you're going to have to trust me when I say, when you look down the gamepad, you'll see a map of the area you're in, kind of blown up. And it will help you track down where things like a key is or certain enemies. So you just have to take my word with that, unfortunately, which is why I know where the key is right away. It's just right here, and it's really easy to find if you're looking down. But since I can't show it, like I said, you have to take my word for it. Luckily for us right here, we don't have to worry about any of those sweepers because they're not in our line of fire. So we can just go straight on through and not have to worry about a single thing. And luckily for us now, since we're on the final part of the level here, we don't have to worry about these sweepers whatsoever because now we're just going to be on top of them. And I'll wait for this one to go around the corner because I don't believe I would have made that jump otherwise. I probably could have, to be honest, but I just didn't want to take a chance. I'm very surprised I made that jump, though. So right here, let's go ahead and jump over to our final checkpoint, which up here, got some balloons. And if you get a good shot with one of your bombs, you can get a lot of eggs. Which is really cool, but to be honest, don't really need the eggs at this point because there's not many levels left and I can't fully take advantage of all these eggs right now because I won't have enough by the end of the game to upgrade everything. You have to grind out the eggs if you want all the upgrades, and really, it's not worth it in my opinion. Do academic circles warn of rising sea levels? The policymakers paid them no heed. At this rate, human civilization may be lost behind the tide. Will even this furry fellow be consumed by the raging ocean? Spoilers? No, because that is Judd. And he is here in this game in Inkopolis, so yeah, he didn't get lost in time at all. He's here. Just chilling out with everyone else in the game. He survives. And we'll actually find out later on how that's the case because it's actually in one of our scrolls, so we'll find that out here soon enough. But we have the final Octoling level here, the Octoling Onslaught. So this is the last time we'll be fighting the Octolings head on. And it's sad to see, which means one of the last times we'll be seeing a multiplayer map. Not the last time, but one of the last times. And this map I'm pretty familiar with because the rig here I've played on a good amount for multiplayer, especially when the demos of this game were live. I played this level so many times in the first online demo for the game. It's ridiculous. But luckily for us, we don't have to really worry about these Octolings as much because their AI aren't the greatest, so this will be a pretty easy level to go through. But we need to go ahead and be very mindful coming up here because we're actually coming back through this section again. So I want to go ahead and clear out these Octolings. We want to go ahead and make our way through here fast. So right here, I'm going to be hitting this ink rail to go up. And in turn, we'll be heading over to the scroll level. So Let's go ahead and grab that. Also, what is this one doing? Just kind of firing randomly. There's no point in just inking everything here because this is not turf war. You don't just grab territory and be good to go. You actually have to kill me. That's literally your only objective in life here, to kill me. They're failing at their jobs, you can clearly tell. So let's just go ahead and get a move on. Throw a bomb here. It's not really going to do much, but I just kind of did as more or less a distraction. So let's get this guy, or girl, because they're all girls in this case, and get away through here as fast as we can. Also, I've been noticing that I haven't really been changing my inkling as much, but to be honest, it doesn't really change anything, so it's fine. I'm just so used to playing through the single player with one type of inkling that I just kind of forgot about it after a while. So I do apologize for that. We're kind of sticking with the male for a good chunk of this, but when we get to the amiibo content, I'll go ahead and show off the female. I mean, I really like the female, but I play as the male a lot more, so I just want to go ahead and start off with the female, and then I guess just work my way through the rest of the game with the male, just because I kind of forgot halfway through, to be honest, and I apologize for that. A 12,000-year-old fossil of a creature with an odd internal skeleton. Its small skull indicates the creature was likely primitive with little intelligence. The specimen appears to have fossilized in the middle of some kind of ritual. That ritual being playing Wii U games. Interesting. Which at the time of recording this, the Wii U is kind of a fossil nowadays as well, which is sad to say, but it's true. The Wii U is basically dead. I mean, with the Switch coming and all, and the fact that there's literally no more games coming out for the system, it's dead. I hate to say it, but it's true. It is. Can I hit that from here? Oh, I can. Sweet. Alright, there's no real point in me doing that because I'm not going that way. I just wanted to do it. But yeah, it's very disappointing to see what happened with the Wii U because, to be honest, the Wii U wasn't as bad as everyone made it out to be. It's just the forced gimmicks of the system, along with the fact that its game library is very hit and miss for a lot of people. That's really what killed the system, to be honest, because if this had a lot more killer titles in the beginning, I feel like a lot of people wouldn't have complained about the Wii U as much. But it took them over a year to get a decent amount of games that people were interested in. And even then, people were still skeptical because there was still a lot more that the system needed. It was just kind of a train wreck. Plus the marketing didn't help. And I like how I'm really talking about this just because of one image. To be fair, that image is pretty accurate now, so it just makes sense to talk about. Because I did want to go ahead and voice that at some point. I do like playing modern games, especially on the channel if I can. It's just most of the time when it comes to recording purposes, I find it easier just to record a lot of older games because I have more experience with them. But that doesn't mean that that's all that I'll ever play on the channel. And Splatoon here is a great example since this only came out in 2015. So this game is a little over a year old at this point. And it's one of my favorite games on the system. And it makes me sad to see that since the system basically is dead at this point, not many people are playing Splatoon as they did when it first came out. It's kind of dying down now, and it makes sense since people are looking forward to the next system and they're getting ready for it, so there's no need to go back and play this game, especially when the reveal trailer of the Nintendo Switch shows gameplay of a game that looks extremely similar to Splatoon. I can't tell if it's exactly Splatoon, or if it's a sequel, no one knows. It's really hard to tell. But for all we know, this game could be ported over to the Switch, or it's getting a sequel. Either way, this game still lives on, and I'm happy, because this was one of the best-selling games on the system. And it's a game I do go back to a lot. It's probably the game I put in the second most time to next to Smash Bros. On the Wii U. And that's really saying a lot, because I play a lot of Smash Bros. Oh, my beloved Judd. It seems the day has finally come. This castle is designed to remain cryogenically sealed for 10,000 years. Goodbye, my perfect little kitty cat. May your meows echo through the ages. So that's the story of how Judd survived and why he's here in Inkopolis. It's because he was frozen. So he was in a cryogenic sleep for years, and then I guess now woken up because civilization has rebuilt itself enough to support him, so they wanted to bring him back to life. But we've completed all the levels here. We've opened up the boss kettle, which we can go ahead and get to by just jumping over to level 25 and then climbing up to here and jumping into this launch pad, giving us access to the final boss on top of the UFO that we heard about in the very beginning of the game. So with that said, I'm actually going to go ahead and end things off here. Next time on Let's Play Splatoon, we'll be taking on the final boss of the game, hopefully saving both Captain Cuttlefish and the Great Zapfish. I'll see you guys next time.